Welcome to Wade's Wilderness. This is a bit of a follow-up just regarding my queen ants and to see how they've been getting on. So I haven't checked on these for a while. No idea what they're going to be like. The previous video I'd done on these was regarding the Lasius niger species, but I wanted to check in and see how the Lasius Flavus queens are getting on. See if they've got their nanitics, their nans. And I might try something out in regards to combining two of these queens, but let's go through it and just see who's survived, who's got nanitics, who hasn't. So I'm trying to get some good light on here. It's quite difficult because the light just reflects off the test tubes, but you can kind of see the little nanitics there, and as you'll notice they're much redder colour than the queen itself. So we'll go through and just see who's survived, because we're looking good so far. 3, 4, but I think this one is unfortunately has perished and left her poor children alone, so unfortunately these guys probably won't survive. What I did try, as you probably saw or might have seen on the previous video, I did try putting 2 queens in one test tube to see if they would get on, but one died and I can't remember if I took it out, so it might have been in this one. Yeah, it is. She is actually in there. Yeah, so that one is the other queen that obviously did not survive and was killed off by the queen. The reason I'd done that was because I did hear that you can combine these and have 2 queens for the colony, which would be really cool. I need to get that one out of there. What I'm going to do is give them some food and try seeing what happens if we combine some of these test tubes, because I read various things. One thing said you can just put them together and they'll start a colony, 2 of them by themselves. Something else I read was you have to wait until the first nanitics appear, so we can give that a try. Maybe not with this one because she seems a bit voracious if she's killed off her housemate. But first thing we'll do is give them some food. Just going to try and show you a comparison as well between the Lasius niger queen and nanitics at the bottom there and the Lasius Flavus ones. So the difference is pretty obvious, like the Flavus ones are orange, but the queens look really similar. I think the only way you can tell the difference is, and I don't want to disturb them too much so I can't really show you, but the Lasius Flavus queens do have a slightly redder tinge to their underside, which makes them a lot more distinct. So we'll just sort them out with a little drop of clear honey, and I'm going to use, I've not tried this yet, but I'm going to see if they'll have some fish food, like a tiny flake of it, just for some protein. I don't know, normally I'd give them cricket legs, but I don't really fancy pulling them off the crickets. Not very nice, obviously. So I've just given them the tiniest bit of honey, seasoned with some fish food. See if they lap that up. And I'll repeat that with these guys. There we go, everybody's feasting. It's interesting, the black ants are way more voracious. Like these guys are tucking in pretty well. These guys haven't even touched it, the ones at the start. But the black ants, they are all over it. I don't know if they'll accept that fish food as a source of protein, but we'll see. It's getting colder now in the UK, so they're going to go into hibernation soon anyway. I'll give them another feed in about a month at the most, and then I'll be putting them in my outside shed so they can hibernate over the winter. So these 2 colonies will try and combine with this test tube connector. Put some honey and water and fish flakes in there. So we'll get that set up, combine the 2 and see how they see how they react. Maybe we'll get to see them meet each other and see if they're hostile or not. Well, it's been a few hours now, or like 4 or 5 hours, and these guys haven't moved, so I don't think we're going to see any ant warfare anytime soon. Not that I'd want that at all. I'm hoping they join colonies. That'd be awesome. But I'm going to put them away, pop them in their little box, and then probably give them one more feed that should tide them over the winter, and then let them hibernate. Peace.